What's special about this little Hyundai Elantra I'm driving today? No hands on the steering wheel. Okay, P Street Garage here. I'm in another rental. This is not the Mustang GT of a few days ago. I wasn't so lucky this time. This is a Hyundai Elantra. And I'm not going to make a video about the Hyundai Elantra. I mean, it's a modern, economical car. Nothing really to write home about. But the one feature it does have is it's got this hands-free steering, or I don't know what you call it. Well, it does say to keep your hands on the wheel. You can literally push this button here on the dash, and the little steering wheel button, and the little green steering wheel comes up on the dash. And this car, I mean, it's hard for me to let go, but I'm not holding the wheel right now. And of course, this has been around for a couple of years, but this is all new to me, and kind of freaks me out a bit. I always go and grab the wheel anyway, and they recommend to keep your hands on, but actually, this car will stay between the lines, which is, I don't know, I find that quite impressive. So I'm going to let go again here, and I'm only letting go because we're kind of on a straightaway, but it works around curves and everything. And as long as that little green steering wheel is on, the car will drive itself. There it goes, around this bend. The camera might not pick it up, but when you're coming around a bend and your hands are off the wheel, it does kind of freak you out a little bit. Now there's a reminder to keep your hands on the wheel, of course. So I'll put my hand back on the wheel, and then the notice goes away. But it's kind of a funny thing, because when I go to change lanes, I'm going to change lanes here. I'm going to go across this dotted line to the inner lane, and the steering wheel tries to fight me a little bit. Of course, you can overcome it, but it's kind of a weird sensation, because the car is now in its lane, and if it wants to go to the shoulder, of course it won't. It'll bring it back. It really will keep the car. So I got my cruise control on, and I've let go of the wheel with this button right here, and literally nobody would have to be sitting here. It's kind of crazy when you think about it, but I guess that's the way of the future. I'm going to put my hand back on, only out of paranoia, because the car will go around this bend here. And one feature that I do find a little strange is that, of course, I selected this mode, so the car is trying to do what I've asked it to do. But if I do want to change lanes, the wheel will fight me a little bit. It's like I feel like a little tugging motion, which is, I don't know, I guess it's something you're going to have to get used to in the future. But here we go, around another bend. No hands. No hands. Retarded. But again, this is most likely the way of the future. Eventually there'll be nobody sitting here. I'll be sitting in the back seat. I'm actually, personally, I'm probably going to miss driving. I do enjoy driving. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about this. Even a car as insignificant as this Hyundai Elantra. I mean, it is. I'm not going to do a feature on this car, but it is very comfortable, very, very comfortable, very smooth, and my range on here, I gassed up before I left, and it did not cost a lot of money. And my range was, I think 750 or 760 kilometers for a tank. I mean, that's some good economy. So anyway, I don't know. I don't even know what you call this feature. You know, self-driving, autopilot, whatever you want to call it. I'm not even sure. I'll have to look that up. But here it is. This is my very first time in a car that will keep itself between the lines. Okay. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. Okay, a little bit of an update on this autonomous, whatever you want to call it. Earlier I was saying how the wheel will fight you a little bit when you change lanes, and it will. So you can fight it a little bit. When you fight it, it'll go flashing, and then it'll go white. So when it's white, it's fair game. And then when you get between two lines again, it'll go back to green. So it'll stay between these two lines. One feature, obviously, that I have not been doing, if you want to avoid fighting the car when you change lanes, it's kind of simple and my bad. And what you have to do is put your signal light on. If I put my signal light on, the steering wheel will flash and I can change lanes and there's no issues at all. I'm not fighting the car. So there you go. All this technology is reminded me that I should be using my signal light. So again, in the green, it's going to keep the car between these two lines. If I want to go back to the inside lane, I can fight with the steering wheel, or I can simply put my signal light on, which is what I was taught 30 years ago. And I can change lanes effortlessly. And then once I'm back in my lane, once the little wheel goes back to green like it just did, here I am again. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. So now, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.